And it just is, it's a way of like taking this wisdom, for lack of a better term, it does feel like something that we've become so disconnected from, but it also seems like, I mean, having conversations like this, like more people are, it seems like there's a stirring in the world of little whispers of like, this isn't working. We're so, this is not the way. This is not the way that humans are meant to work, that humans are meant to move through life or function. And something has to change. And maybe that is like, yes, going through a whole different career path, but maybe it also is just the leaders in the companies running things differently and communicating differently with their employees and structuring things differently. So it is more focused on the people so they can have that type of, what was it? Experience, observation, or
exploration, experiencing and practicing.
Yes, yes. So that
and the
becomes like,
observation.
yeah, so that becomes a cycle within how their company is run and their teams are run. And it just is, it's a way of like taking this wisdom, for lack of a better term, the way that we truly operate as humans, and being able to adapt it to how the modern workplace is, the modern company is. Because with our lives being the way they are right now, like we have so many conveniences and luxuries that we're like, what? You mean I can't have internet all the time or whatever? But like, how do we bring the older ways, like the truest ways that humans operate in community and relationship, etc.? How do we bring that into how we do things now? And it seems like you are you're cracking the code on that. And
We are, you also.
it's helping me feel less like, oh my gosh, I need to get away from this because this is not who I am. But it's like, it's from the inside, right? Getting the changes from the inside, and then seeing how that branches out and ripples out.
Yes. And then one thing to remember is that since you are bringing the change from the inside, because you are being who you are, it's really, you see how things change. You don't have to change physically in a place that fits you. It's the place that's it's going to fit you, because the place is changing to fit you, your energy. And you see it because you will be observing, and you see it when you really are who you are, and you value yourself, you love yourself, and you project that to others because you love and value others. The environment changes. And it's not that we don't fit in, it's because it has changed for us, because of who we are. It's not like we have been told you don't fit here because you're not IT, or you are like this, or your leadership doesn't fit. No, at the end, it's the leadership that we do that is the one that is required and changes the place. Because we believe in that, because we know that, and because we do it from the heart. The record. How are you, Amber?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. Very, very happy to have you here. Really. And really very happy that it happened so fast.
You too. Yeah, thank you for having me. It's so nice to be here. I was so thrilled when I saw your message. It totally made my day. So thank you.
No, I'm very happy. I felt you. It's not that I listened to you. I felt you when you were with G, Gregory G. Wright, on his show on LinkedIn Live. And I felt you very much. So I said, before he told me afterwards, Amber would be very good for your show. But I already had felt you. I said, yes, I know. And not because of the show, nothing to do with that. It's because of co-creation from the heart.
Yes, I love that. I love that so much. And thank you. I had seen a couple of your videos on LinkedIn also, and I was like, who is this? Wow. So I also, it is totally reciprocated too. So I love
Thank
that.
you.
And thanks to technology for being able to bring connections like this together. It's really incredible to
Yes.
to come together from across the ocean.
Yes, yes, like I would be sitting well next to you, in front of you to the waterfall. I love that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it feels, for me, um, I'm really very thankful to be able to do this, to co-create these conversations, because for me, it's really this connection heart to heart. It's like you're saying, well, it's connecting us across the world, but for me, I'm feeling you next to me. Doesn't matter that you are across the world. I feel your essence, no, your power of being, and it's close to me. So that's the beauty, to be able to see you and to feel you, and to together, well, have a conversation heart to heart, which I believe it's the power we have within, and it's the future of humanity, is to be able to talk from the heart, be in the heart, create from the heart, and with that we positively impact everything around us. We are co-creators, we are creators, and change the world through that.
I totally agree with you. It is, I feel like it's through
Mm-hmm.
our connections. I've said for a long time, like relationships are the strongest currency in the world. It it's everything. Our relationships form and shape everything. It opens up worlds, it shifts you, it moves you through, and like having these connections, having these kinds of conversations, they they're they're so restoring. They're I'm at least for me, like of course I can't speak for everybody, but for me, being able to have these types of connections and new relationships form and conversations, it is like 1,000 cups of coffee. Like
Mm-hmm.
nothing, nothing
Mm-hmm.
compares.
Nothing.
Yeah, and it gives you this, I don't even know how to explain it. It's this. It gives you this
The
insight.
expansion, the expansion, no, it expands. Well, it grows you, it expands you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so wonderful. And then you just like even meeting G and then G getting to introduce me to
Yeah.
all of the like people like you and Inez. And I'm like, oh my gosh, wow, wow, incredible humans. It's so amazing and just so nice also to be like, oh, I get you. Like I see you so quickly, and to just feel really safe and very comfortable right away is so
Mm-hmm.
special. It's so, so
Mm-hmm.
special. I love it.
Yes, and it's, you know what has happened to me. I've been co-creating with people across the world. And then, since I'm in Barcelona, Spain, it's easy for them to come because they have trips, they have a family, vacations, and they pass by. I don't live in the city, I live in the outskirts, but I'm able to go there more easily, no? And it's so magical, because it's like me talking to you from the heart here, open hearted. And when you meet them in person, you already know them. And the feeling is so, it's mutual, and it's of love, you know, and you hug them, and you never saw them before, just on the screen, but it's really something. It builds relationships when you are in your heart. Now it connects, and beyond this virtual monitor, it really connects you Yeah, beyond the mind, beyond anything. You are something bigger than what we are here projecting, no? So it's amazing. It's very magical and very, very expansive. And yes, relationships are the key to our evolution, to our growth. No, those are they mirror us. We learn from them. We expand from them if we are open. And they show us so many things that we are not able to do it if we are sitting in a cave. No?
Yeah, 100%. Like, how do we challenge or question ourselves and our beliefs and or confirm our beliefs if we
Mm-hmm.
never have any kind of opposition or opportunities to question or think back and reflect back on our choices and what we're doing. But then also too, it's incredible to have examples of like, oh my God, you are the type of person that I so am on the path to becoming, or like you behave this way, and that I never knew I wanted to be that way until I saw somebody behave or move through life in that way. And it's so incredibly inspiring and motivating. And it's just beautiful to see how different humans live life and move through life. Even the ones that we may not agree with, we still have so
Mm-hmm.
much to learn from. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
even more from those people because they bring about a different aspect of ourselves that we wouldn't have had the opportunity to get to know.
Mm-hmm. Aspect and perception, no? And different point of view that we wouldn't see
Yeah.
and expand and yeah, it's very relationships are key. Relationships are key to who we are, no, and what we create.
Yes.
And they're in your case, in my case also with the co-creation, I think everyone, no, but going to your case with your music,
Mm-hmm.
no, with your music, um, okay, you can create it for you because anyhow you're creating it for you, no, but you are impacting with it other human beings and you are serving through it other human beings because it's serving you.
Yeah.
No?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It is, I feel so lucky to
Mm-hmm.
work with music and work with sound. It's so nice. I love it. Because I have been playing music for so long, I often forget how impactful it can be because it's just been a part of my life for so long. I can't tell you how many times I've cried as I've played my cello. I'm just like, oh, just, just cry, just let it out, just release. And it feels so good. But then it can also be that for other people as well. And
Mm-hmm.
just music and sound, it opens up something in you that I think is so unique. Because words, we have our normal filters of how we're processing and allowing information in or not, but music just
Yeah, close.
it yep, it definitely bypasses those filters and can get to us in a much different and even deeper way sometimes than words can. So yeah, I love I love getting to share music and sound. It's such an incredible thing to do. I love it. So
Yeah.
thanks for bringing it up because
No, no, because
about it.
I see you. I haven't seen you playing, okay, or creating. But the way you're talking, it's when you do that, when you create music and sound, you're doing through your heart, no? So you're being guided. Your heart is guiding you. So in reality, well, you are the one that through your cello is connecting with the other person and influencing them positively and healing them and everything that you do through the sound and the music. But it's because it's through your heart, the way you touch it, the way you play, that it's unique because you are unique. And it's the way that it enters the other human being. Because you could be playing, but if you would be playing with your mind, the sound wouldn't be the same, the music wouldn't be the same, and the impact wouldn't be the same. So it's reality, it's your extension.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. There's like I remember when I was first learning to play cello, I was so self-conscious about using my body too much or closing my eyes and really being in the moment and just being with it because I didn't understand the relationship of music and how it does how it does move you and can move other people also. But as I've been playing with my band over the last 10 years, like that has just cracked me open in such a different way. But I would say even especially in these past couple of years, that's been like a whole new level of really being in tune with the instruments, with my cello, with my singing bowls, etc. And just getting also, I wouldn't even say getting lost in it, but it's like being so, yeah, so
Fusing, no?
yeah,
Fusing with it, being one with it.
yeah. It just it to your point exactly. It is just an extension. Like, okay, yes, I'm moving here or I'm playing up here like this, but it really is just an extension. And I'm like, I don't know where I went, but it all went through the music and all it's here for everybody to benefit from.
Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift you're giving. It's a gift you're sharing. It's a service you're doing. Yes, I love that. And I can feel it, no? And I can see it in you, this power, your yes, your oneness with the instrument and you're giving to the world of what you are feeling, of what you are taught, you know? Really, really this flow, this emanation.
Yes. I just wish that crystal singing bowls weren't so heavy to travel with because like so my band will be touring in Europe this in
Oh yeah.
September. We'll be
Oh.
in Netherlands and Germany and I'll be staying for a couple of weeks after and I wish that I could bring singing bowls so I could do like my sonic activations, my sound experiences for people, but maybe I'll just have to come back. make that a separate trip or something because I would love to be able to share this with people in person all over. I offer these things virtually so I can do my sound baths sonic activations via Zoom, which is fantastic.
It must be.
And also it's so special to really get to be present with people and physically see the changes that happen before and after when they're setting up their mat and starting to lay down and then when they're coming back to reality
Wow.
after it's so fun to see. I love it. I live for those moments. I'm like, oh, your eyes are so heavy. That means I did my job.
They just left.
Yes.
Well, maybe someone has a singing bowl over there and can lend it to you for this occasion. Who knows? We are
Yes.
here creating.
It's true. It's
Maybe
true.
someone can experience that by lending it to you for the session.
Yeah, I would love
That
that.
would be nice. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Um, but I'm so curious about you. Like you're
Mhm.
doing all of these amazing things, and like
Mhm.
I know that you're connected with G, and G I totally adore. So how are you connected, and like what do you do? I would love to understand more about the essence of Jeanette.
Well, Jeanette is a servant to the world, to I'm in service to something bigger than myself, and I don't know what it is yet. And maybe I don't have to know. It's just for me to flow with it, to feel. I believe in the beingness, in being, and being has to do with feeling and translating the words to from the heart. So the mind to be in service to the heart, and well, listening to intuitions and responding to them and seeing where the world is taking me, no? But I say that well, for me, true leadership is the leadership that everyone can be and everyone is if we allow it, and it has to do with love, no? Because who you are is love, and what you create is uniqueness, whatever it is, and what you co-create, you know, is the impact you give to the world. So true leadership is about love, uniqueness, and co-creation, and that can be done anywhere. I have background in IT. I saw
Me
you
too.
also had. Yeah, I just went into LinkedIn. I just, to feel your energy, I just go very quickly to the profile, read high level, and then I go into the Zoom because I don't prepare. But so I read IT. I said, wow, she's like me. I have many years of IT experience, 28 years, I think now. Yes, and I've seen that true leadership can be done also in IT, no? And you can lead from the heart also in IT. And so I'm still working in that part. Now I'm working as a director and head of people and also all clients and projects in a company where I have 20 people. And for me, this is my business case of true leadership. I already did that 7.5 years in another company. I had a team, but in this company, I'm the director, and it's like rebuilding the company, restructuring through true leadership. So it's really not work. It's really co-creating and creating, no? Co-creating with each of them and creating a new business model for that can be working everyone.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting super emotional as you're sharing
Yeah.
that. And I have, wow, that just hit me so hard. Like
I love you.
we we need that so
Mm.
much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how, woo, wow. We need that so much.
Yeah,
This that is what you're doing. Like your team is so lucky and
I hope
blessed
so.
to
Hope.
have somebody like you. I have been looking for people like you in the tech world. I'm like, come on, there's got to be other IT witches. I'm like, where
Yes.
are you? Where are you? I know I cannot be the only one. I've
No.
literally, since I've been in the tech world for 5 years, but I really have been like, IT witches, I know you're out there. I know you are, but where? Because how we move through how we move through the world in our day-to-day job is very different, right? We share
Mm.
a different side of us, and um it's I love that you're integrating that. Like that is truly what it takes to change our modern work culture, our modern companies, that because it all ripples out. It's not just like this is how I treat my team. It's like wow, my team feels safe, and so they treat other people with respect and dignity and like and love, the underlying love and compassion for other people. And then it all ripples out. And I just love that so much. And in my own way too, I see changes in the modern technology space, but in the modern company, because I think if you like every company at the core, like they might have other niches and serve different people, but technology is what's underneath that. So we can expand our relationships and our accounts, etc., beyond just our direct city. Like we rely on technology for that. So many companies are technology companies, and having leaders like you changing things from the inside, that is so needed. And so like that type of revolution is what's needed to keep humans going. If this is the way that things are going to continue to go, where we're communicating and talking with people all over the world, like, and working in these structures, it has to change. It has to change with how we are now, with how our lives are now, how we communicate, how we form relationships. So, I love what you're doing. Wow.
I'm doing my best, yeah. But you're also one, eh? So you're also leading. Yeah, I apply what I do here. I've learned a lot through the conversations. In being the heart, I apply it also at work. I'm still learning a lot in the managing clients part, of really with intention being my heart to project the information different. But yes, I'm learning. I still have a lot to go, especially if they're not very happy but with the project. But within, I implement true leadership. I talk with each of my team, with each employee every 2 weeks. And it's not coaching because I don't do coaching, but it's counseling, and it's counseling. It's really listening to them and seeing where they can thrive, where they can be themselves within the company, where they can create so that they are happy with what they're doing and they are co-creators. So really for them to find their fit in the IT world, in what they do, so that they can expand. And the company is then co-created by each of the individuals that are being themselves. At the end, it's really to be themselves and create from there, no? From who they are, and lead from there. Everyone with their uniqueness. And well, that's where I am. And I'm only in the company now 6 months. But there's already changes, and it's beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see. It takes time. Everything takes time. But I was thinking, oh, why am I? Because I didn't ask for this change. I knew I was going to change. Last year I was saying, okay, it's time to change, but I don't know where. And I was called by a friend of mine, and he said, look, Jeannette, I need someone like you to lead my company, because either I have to sell it, I have to close it, or I have someone like you. So, and that's when I went, and when I saw that I had to do so many things in the company, you know, well, the entire company, and you know, customer management, everything, head of people, director, everything. I asked myself, why am I here? Why do I have to do all this? And supposedly in 6 hours a day, which I do more, because I was with the podcast and I had in mind to do a program. The program I haven't been able to do. And I said, yes, I know why, because I'm creating here a business case. I'm creating here something to show to the world that it's possible. and not to show, marketing wise, but to really demonstrate through each of the people within the company that we are co-creators, and that it can work like that. And the true leadership happens everywhere, even in IT and in tech.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is incredible. That's so amazing that, and coming back to relationships, like getting a call from somebody because they understand your magic. They understand what you do and are like, "Oh my God, we need you because no one does it like you." That is like the ultimate compliment. That's
Yeah.
incredible. That's so
That's very
amazing.
nice.
And I love what you said too about like seeing people's personalities and helping them still be within the company, but in a way that is more suitable or like the best fit for them. Because if somebody loves the color blue, but they're being forced over here to be with like yellows, then of course they're not going to thrive.
No.
Of course they aren't. And so it's not that they're dumb, it's not that they're stupid or incapable. They just operate differently. And that's what makes humans so incredible. It's how different we are.
Yes.
And the strengths that we have. So I love that so much, that you're willing to nourish people in that way, nourish your teams in that way, because that is what creates longevity. Like that's what creates a solid team and trust and safety. And that's just amazing. That to me is like the essence of true leadership, is your teams feeling safe and they can come to you and talk with you, or like if there is a customer problem, they feel safe enough to be able to come to you and know that we will work through this together as a team, and I'm not going to get in trouble
Yes.
for it.
And yes, we won't. Anyone will. We will just manage. We manage. But yes, it's beautiful to see how they flower, how they flourish, not flower, how they flourish. It's beautiful to see how they change. And what I call it, what radical communication does, which is radical transparent communication, which is inside and outside to the customer. When you speak with honesty, when you're with your heart, inside and outside, and you tell them, look, yes, I understand you, customer. I understand you. Well, we cannot do it because of this, or we are being challenged because of this. People really react differently because they were expecting defensiveness, they were expecting pushback and other things. But when you go with an open heart and tell the truth, well, it happens everywhere, no? People change because you're being open-hearted. So the energy is different, the vibration is different, and somehow you're connecting with someone other than the mind. And if they're not blocked, they're like, okay, understand, no? And then you can talk. And yeah, so I say always a radical transparency inside and outside, and just honesty and humbleness, no? Which also changes everything, no?
It totally does.
Creates trust.
Right. And that, I mean, trust it's like the underlying pillar, the underlying foundation of everything. Everything. So, and once you have somebody's trust, like that's such a gift to continue to nourish and take care of and tend to, because it's such a special thing, especially I think especially in the tech world where it is so you we're just operating with such a different side of our personality and such a different part of our brain So to connect with people in a different way, because even though these humans might think and operate in a different way, they're still a human. They
Yeah,
still have
always.
these sense the ways of sensing people and feeling people. And so yeah, gaining the trust of your teams like that, that's just amazing. So, so amazing. I love that. Man, your team really is so lucky to have you.
Thank you. Thank
It's,
you. I'm working on it. I'm really serving them, and I hope, well, yeah, every day to do it a little bit better. It takes time also for me not to get burnt out and give my best, no, to them, even if I sometimes am tired or so, but really to be for them there. Because it's the service I'm doing now. When you are also in your heart, your energy is endless. When you give from there. So yeah, so that's, I still have to figure out my path with the podcast, no, these conversations and and I say work, but it's not work. It's really where I am, no, and with the team. So yeah, so servicing to something bigger, and then just listening and seeing what else do I have, what other step is for me to take.
yeah. I'm so curious. Have you always been kind of moved through life in this way, or moved through your career in this way? Or like what does that path looked like for you to work and lead in this way? Like, is this a more recent thing? Have you always been this way and you're leaning into it more and more? Like, what does that look like?
I think I've always been like a mother
Mm,
energy. I always, when I was a kid, I was being asked, what will you be when you are bigger? And I said, a mother. I never was I'm not a mother, but I was very shy, and I went through um, 9 years of difficult relationship. But relationships, there are always two people. I mean, it's together that we co-created something, and which there was a lot of emotional control, and I was very insecure until one day I said, okay, I love myself, so I'm going to start discovering myself, no? And I left everything behind, and I came to Barcelona. And so with my teams, I've always been taking care, no? And in here in Spain, I've been in 3 companies, one in 11 and a half years, another one 7.5, and now 6 months. And the one I was in 11 and a half years, I was in a very, very male-driven company where, as a woman, you didn't have a spot. And but I had my team also. I built my team, and I was maybe mothering it too much, maybe not. Maybe it was my style, but I was very insecure yet, still. No, I didn't value myself, so I was pushed down a lot. Okay, and from my bosses, and so I left it and went to another company. In the meanwhile, I also opened. I did a social enterprise where I learned that I'm not a social entrepreneur in the way of the status quo, because I believe in the people behind the companies and not in the projects. The projects are created by people, and who we have to empower are the people and not the projects. And so I went and I saw all these things that I didn't like. So I created a community to get inspired and empowered by people who were following their hearts, no? Who were positively impacting through the service. So that was in parallel to this company where I was 7.5 years, where I grew in it, and I started leading this way. I learned to lead this way, and that's when I figured out about true leadership, and well, it was learning is really, it's important to follow your heart, and your feelings. And I learned that through those years. And also I did a bachelor degree in metaphysical science and a master in metaphysical science and a doctorate in conscious living. But there was more. Those 5 years of studying were more practicing myself, and also that was through COVID also, and reading, lots of reading. And I think, I am who I am today because I've been listening to myself, and I've been listening to heart, and I've been responding to intuitions, acting upon them, and knowing that I don't have to know, knowing that I don't have to organize everything. I don't have to plan, which I did many years. It's for me to follow my instincts, to follow intuition, and to create from there. And that's where I am today through all these experiences. So I guess the energy of the mother, this energy of taking care, I always had it since I was a kid. And it's something I'm making use of for the giving and the receiving, for the true leadership, and for the growing and empowering and inspiring people.
My eyes just keep watering as we're having this conversation because it's so refreshing. Thank you for sharing that. And I mean, just thank you for this conversation. Like, wow, wow, wow. It's amazing to hear that you've been on this path for so long, and like you continue to explore it and let it evolve and see parts of you come to the surface and explore them more and more and get to know them on a deeper level. And that it is just like it's putting one foot right in front of the other. It's responding to what's present and what's coming about. And I think that is so that I love living life that way because it just makes more sense. There's more space for magic. There's more space for responding to with an honesty with where you are currently at, rather than this is how my life is planned out and it needs to follow this. And that just, I feel like, can set us up so much for huge disappointment when we have really rigid expectations like that. And so I love how you flowed through life and have explored these facets of yourself, like in such a deep way, and have been able to integrate them into the work that you're doing, like through the podcast, but also through your day job too. I think that's where I found that when I felt the most dissonant in my life and things just aren't working, they're kind of clashing, it's because I haven't let the fullness of me come through. Like, oh, I'm in this situation, so I have to show up as this version of myself. But really there's this whole other side. And so like that's what I've loved about actually being in tech, is getting to bring part of this through with like the customers that I'm emailing, how I treat my team, and just my self practice of like, oh my gosh, I'm feeling burned out, or I'm really grumpy about this thing. How do I handle it? How do I move through it in a way that stays in integrity with, in the best way possible, right? I'm still a human, definitely not perfect. Yes. Just staying in integrity, like in the best way possible, and like bringing both sides through. I used to be a hairstylist before I was in tech. So I have a very non-traditional background. And I feel like because we're having this type of conversation, I can share this and it won't sound so crazy. But when
It
I
won't
first
be.
when I first started in tech, it was like, Amber, what are you doing? Like, this makes no sense. You've been self-employed. Why are you going and working for somebody else now? And in a very, very, very different world, like a not traditional creative world, etc. But the message that kept coming up for me and still does is like, Amber, you are here to blend realms. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just starting, I feel like I'm just now really starting to discover what that is. And there's so much more. There's probably so much more, so much deeper in ways to go. But like that has been the clear, like, you are here to blend these worlds together and
Mm-hmm.
to like
Mm-hmm.
bring get both things going and like dip your toes over here, dip your toes over here, and like just keep bebopping between things and showing like there's other ways. You don't have to follow this very traditional
Yeah.
path to have a place in this type of world.
Yeah.
And by doing that, it helps other people also see like, hey, I belong here too, or like I have a place here, I have a voice here, I have something to contribute also. Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm like, man, I needed to say that.
It's a beautiful, but yes, because you are when we allow ourselves to be, doesn't matter where we are, and it positively impacts. And it's for us very liberating. We were saying before, no, it's because we are not being limited by the mind of what we can or not do, which I went through. But when you are allowing yourselves to be and share from the heart with others, wherever you are, you are changing the environment, no? And the do's and don'ts, they belong to other people. At the end, when you are who you are, everything you do, because when you are who you are, you're love, so you are from the heart. Everything you do, it's positive. It won't hurt anyone because your communication changes. You're honest. You're humble. You won't hurt anyone. And and the other thing that it's so important that you touched upon. I always say for me and for the humans, it's so important to explore, experience, and practice. So really explore is getting out of the comfort zone, getting into, like you did it, you said it so beautifully, you went into tech, you were a hairdresser, so you explored another point of view of yourself, no? And you have experienced. And when you experience, you feel and you know where to focus. But you know from the heart, not the mind that is telling you, focus here and go there. No, no, no. You're focusing your intention, no? And you practice, and you practice, and you practice until it turns out so natural. And then you explore again, you experience, and you practice. And that's how we expand. And that's how we grow, and that's how we change things. And it's beautiful. It's liberating, and we learn so many things. We learn that we don't know anything. That really, what is important is what we know from inside, and what we are told not necessarily is true. And the ways things are done not necessarily are the right way to do. And we can always explore different ways to do it from the heart, which will impact and then can change things like I'm doing and you are doing in IT, with people that surround us and with yes, at the end it's really listening to your heart, feeling and living from there, from the inside out.
100%. And something that you mentioned too about exploring and experiencing and then changing is
Yeah.
that that is something that I found is so tricky for humans, at least over here in America. It seems like the narrative is like, this is what you do,
Yeah.
you committed to this path, and this is it forever.
Yeah.
Or for a long time. And I think that in some ways that is good, like being committed and devoted is great. However, just as you like, as we have been talking about, there's so much about us as humans to explore. We have other interests, we grow and we change. And so when we don't let ourselves fully change, that gets so tricky. And sometimes like the change needs to be really drastic, but other times it's just like, oh, I'm just
Mhm.
changing how, right, these little small things that really have such a tremendous outward outward effect that go beyond us.
Mhm.
So I just love that, like the just explore, experience, and change, like the little baby steps. It's just this cycle that keeps us hopefully perpetually moving forward when we let ourselves move through life in that way. And just like what you're saying too, like just stay really connected with our
Mhm.
heart and where it's guiding us and what feels correct, even when it doesn't make sense, or
Even mental.
or seems like it doesn't make sense. Like, why is a hairstylist going to work in cybersecurity? I don't know. It just needed to happen. Yeah.
Yes, but it's and in all this, no, the exploration, experience, and practicing or change is the observation,
Hmm.
no, that happens continuously. I'm here with you, and I'm observing what I'm thinking, and when I have these conversations, when I'm in my heart, I don't know, the thinking diminishes a lot. I don't hear it because what I hear is the translation. It's the heart, no? But we always have so many thoughts. So when you are somewhere, always observe yourself, observe your thoughts, your feeling. Um, yes, that's so very important in because we are in relationship to the world all the time. So as we are in relationship to the world all the time, it's for us to really observe what we're feeling, what we're thinking, and to put our focus in our intention, um, and in what the heart is telling us to walk, no? The day to day, the moment by moment, being present at the end. When you are in your heart, you are present. There's no other way. The duality disappears. You are really here, and it's. I believe it's the power we have within, because through that also through this exploration, experience, and practicing, we uncover our uniqueness, and through the observation, we integrate and we learn to be who we are. No, so it really it's I believe that's our natural way of being that we have unlearned, and it's the one that generates this world where everyone is in relationship in the giving and receiving in the same way, harmonized, and where we are really expanding together and co-creating something. I don't know what it is, but through the heart, in which we all um, are growing and expanding and living a beautiful life, a free life.
Hmm. Yeah, it's I totally agree with you. It does feel like something that we've become so disconnected from, but it also seems like, I mean, having conversations like this, like more people are, it seems like there's a stirring in the world of little whispers of like, this isn't working.
Mhm.
we're we're so this is not the way. This is not the way that humans are meant to work, that humans are meant to move through life or function, and something has to change. And maybe that is like yes, going through a whole different career path, but maybe it also is just the leaders in the companies running things differently and communicating differently with their employees and structuring things differently. So it is more focused on the people so they can have that type of, what was it, experience, observation, or
Exploration, experiencing,
ex
and practicing,
yes, yes. So that
and the
becomes like,
observation.
yeah, so that becomes a cycle within how their company is run and their teams are run. And it just is, it's a way of like taking this wisdom, for lack of a better term,
Mm-hmm.
the way that we truly operate as humans, and being able to adapt it to how the modern workplace is, the modern company is, because with our lives being the way they are right now, like we have so many conveniences and luxuries that we're like, what? You mean I can't have internet all the time or whatever? But like, how do we bring the older ways, like the truest ways that humans operate in community and relationship, etc.? How do we bring that into how we do things now? And it seems like you are you're cracking the code on that. And
We are, you also. You
it's
are an IT witch, like you said.
yes, it's amazing. But I I just love it. I had no idea that this conversation would be a fellow IT witch. It makes me so happy, so so happy. And it really just gives me hope that that things are shifting and changing,
Mhm.
because we do have leaders that, like you, that see what has been missing and how
Yeah.
to implement it into the workplace also, because it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, you can live this way at home and eventually that disconnection will catch up. I think, as we've been noticing over the last however many years, but like,
Mhm.
people just know that this isn't the way. It's not
Yeah.
the sustainable way to keep going and evolving, because humans have evolved so much. Like our lives have evolved so much. So I love it. I love this conversation. I love what you're doing. It's amazing. And I love that more people are moving through the world in this way and through their work in this way also. It's fantastic.
Yes, I see that. Also, I I don't get I don't watch news, and I see the world through my eyes, no, and I navigate where I want and when I select and all the things, and I see a lot of beauty in the world, and through this podcast and LinkedIn and the people referencing people, I get to meet so many beautiful souls, and I see the change. And when we are in our hearts, our impact is much higher, much stronger, because the magnetic field of the heart is, I don't know how many times stronger than the mind. And the energy that it emanates is, I don't know how many times stronger than the mind. It's written, but I've forgotten. But it's really impacting. And even if we are less, oh, not if we are less, I don't know. But I encounter many. And on the street, you go, you buy things, you smile, and people are open and beautiful. You find beautiful people. You find open people, open-hearted people. And I believe it's also because you are projecting that, so it comes back, and they are learning, and they are getting, and they continue the ripple effect. No? And yes, and we can be it anywhere. So I'm really I'm really amazed and very, very, very grateful for having you here with me and co-creating with me, not only now, but also in the tech world. And also through your cello and the music, you are co-creating with me a beautiful world through who you are. through your uniqueness, through your love, and through your energy. And it's impacting, and because I felt it when you spoke with G. So as I have felt it, I know many others have. And that's a change.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate all of this. Like, what an I'm gonna be just floating on a cloud for the rest of the day because I can't believe this conversation is happening. This type of conversation is what's so present for me right now as I am bringing in sound into tech companies. Like it's just one way of bringing in wellness, but I think it's a pretty incredible way to just give a really radical shift in how things are run. And so because that's been more on my mind, it's really cool it's especially really cool to have these types of conversations and just see other people that are actively noticing this and working this magic in their companies also. I love it. And it's helping me feel less like, oh my gosh, I need to get away from this because this is not who I am. But it's like it's from the inside, right? Getting the changes from the inside and then seeing how that branches out and ripples out.
Yes. And one thing to remember is that since you are bringing the change from the inside, because you are being who you are, it's really, you see how things change. You don't have to change physically in a place that fits you. It's the place it's going to fit you, because the place is changing to fit you, your energy. And you see it because you will be observing, and you see it when you really are who you are, and you value yourself, you love yourself, and you project that to others because you love and value others. The environment changes. And it's not that we don't fit in, it's because it has changed for us, because of who we are. It's not like we have been told you don't fit here because you're not IT, or you are like this, or your leadership doesn't fit. No, at the end, it's the leadership that we do that is the one that is required and changes the place. Because we believe in that, because we know that, and because we do it from the heart, from the inside out.
Yes, 100%. I love it. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. This is so refreshing. Now I can't stop smiling.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you
so
so
much for
much.
joining me in co-creation. Love you, Amber. Thank you.
Love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Hope to talk to you again soon.
We will.